Saturday night and a matchup worthy of prime time in our coverage of EA Sports college football. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And I love it. First play of the game, they're trusting their quarterback to take a shot. He got the coverage he wanted. He found his one-on-one matchup, and his guy made a play. You cannot start better than that, fellas.
The run inside. It's Barfield. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. Great pickup on the defensive front. Three-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys...
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
The Rainbow Warriors look to keep this drive humming. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Second and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Looking to throw again. Unloads it left. Got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. He's looking downfield to throw. It's complete to the left. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. An 84-yard drive there, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Sometimes you hear people wanting to take kickoffs out of the game. Not when you get returns like that. 86 yards for the touchdown. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. On the run, it's Barfield. Turning it on. Past the 6. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hawaii. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Number 92, set to advance on the football.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Tight end now in motion. Gonna run it. It's Barfield. Swamped immediately.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. In traffic, it's Harris. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
3rd down play from the gun. They're all over it. And it's a sack.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Enough to move the chains. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Sets his feet, it's Jenkins. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They boot it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Sells to fake. Rushes on. This time he's got it.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Shotgun snap on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
The Rainbow Warriors will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Barfield. Oh, he's got some space. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. And the Rainbow Warriors moving quickly to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Barfield. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The give to the single back. He's got enough. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Selling the fake. Fires to the big fella. Looking for room at the 30. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. It's Barfield. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Intercepted for the 11th time. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the back. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Motion from the wideout. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Looking for a huge play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Lean for the wire, touchdown. The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play. 68 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
Off play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pumps it downfield. Hauls it in.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
At the 34. Good enough for a first down.
Wants to throw on first. That one's not even close.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Second down, gonna throw it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Barfield. Not gonna get there, not gonna get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Going long. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. There he goes. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Tells the run, wants to pass. Big fella moving. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with a look at Kansas, taking on the number 7 team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's the Jayhawks, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Out wide right, it's Montgomery. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Montgomery. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. The give. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Oh, pressure's coming. Buried before he can blink.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles. And a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's 3rd down. Caught on the RPO. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
The Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Left side, it's Thomas. Breaks into the open. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
It's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. And the timing just a hair off. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already four-down territory? That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Headed to the end zone. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Quick give. It's Barfield. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. And the Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The play fake. They're working that left side. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra. the football. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Rainbow Warriors racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. The quick out. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Sells to run, looking to pass. Buying time to his right. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it on the outside. He was oh so close to wrapping up this 3rd quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. The fake wants to throw. Just had to get rid of it.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Oh, look out, the ball's free. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. 3rd and long. He'll need to loosen up that arm. Just a short pass to the tight end. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Going to take a shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
They'll go back to work on offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now on 3rd down after that run. Looking for a man, it's Jenkins. Out wide left, it's Thomas. They'll get the 1st down, it's spotted on the 49.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking for running room. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. This time they'll throw it. Back's got it on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Jenkins. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. From the gun, running back gets to give. That'll be a 1st down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the 1st.
Yeah, it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. They can't get it done, and it is over. And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for the end zone. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.